you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. John was a high-flying MD, working at one of Wall Street's largest banks. He used to run the mortgage book, a huge, massive book, running billions of dollars. He used to live life in the fast lane, be jet-setting all over the world, making lots of money, flashing his cash around, buying women, buying friends, in every major financial district. That was until Lehman. In the middle of the Lehman collapse, his portfolio got entirely annihilated. And he's left there nursing some serious losses. He's been in investment banking all his life, ever since he graduated from the program. And he finds himself at a loss. What's going on? So he decides, after all these years, he's going to take a sabbatical. He's going to try and find himself. So, after a few months of playing golf, after taking his yacht to some of the fancier locations, and maybe doing a line or two of the Cape, more than he ever did, he finds himself searching for different things to do. And after a while, he starts meditating, and he finds his way to Buddhism, into Zen Buddhism. And he starts meditating more frequently, first once a week, then he builds it up. He's gone from twice a day to 3 times a day. He's now meditating 3 times a day. He starts cutting back on his drugs. He starts trading in his Lamborghini Diablo for something that's a bit more normal, a bit less extreme. And he slowly but surely changes his ways. Now, John's a really charismatic guy, and so what's happened is that he's developed some friends in these circles, and they want him to teach them. After all, he's made this mammoth switch from this crazy trader to someone who's a lot more calm and sensible. So he starts teaching, and his classes grow, and after doing this for a while, he's now becoming somewhat of a household name in the US. He opens up an institute, the Zen Institute of Now, and his following grows and grows. A school buddy of his finds out that he has made this monumental switch from trader to, in a way, life coach, meditation expert. And he comes along one evening. So he sat there in the institute, out in the midsummer air. After probably about an hour or so of deep meditation, he's invigorated. He sees John at the front. He waits for the crowds to disperse. He walks over to John. He says, "John, I can hardly recognise you. You've completely changed. You know, we're in school together. I always remembered you as lively, energetic. You're so calm, you're so peaceful. You look like you found yourself, you found inner peace." And so John looks at him. He says, "Listen, I haven't found inner peace. I'm making more money running this institute than I ever did as a trader." Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to term the world that we live in sometimes as ironic. We've got more time-saving devices. We've got less time. The more wealth we have, the more we're worried about it. The more preoccupied we are that we're going to lose it. The more we know, the more we realise that we actually don't know. And so on and so forth. Now, what pushed me to writing this speech, aside from Jill and it being her last week as president, she can be quite pushy sometimes, is I heard that one of the big consultancies were now offering mindfulness programs. Now, I'm all for mindfulness, but I wonder whether it's open to a little bit of abuse. So you can just picture it. Sales are down, and everyone's walking in on the Monday morning, and they say, "Right, let's all go to the boardroom." So everyone goes into the boardroom. Look, sales, last month was rubbish. You guys, you're learning this mindfulness? What is it? You should be selling more, right? They teach you how to be efficient, don't they? Anyhow, let's all take some time during the day to be calm, to reflect. Obviously the World Cup's on, you've not been concentrating. Just take a moment to think. If you can before 10 o'clock would be great. And just think about how you can make us more money. The way that we are getting hooked in to various calls to action, it's amazing now. They're everywhere. They're pulling us left, right and centre. And what happens is that we're forever fighting this relentless barrage of drivers telling us what we should be. People going away on holiday and everyone around them is in the same postcode from where they live. And this is my favourite. People telling you how you should be you. Right? I must be missing something here. It's funny, honestly, this is, if you take a moment to just think about it. So in this world, what's behind all of this is one simple thing. People are trying to tell us, trying to manipulate us into thinking that we should be something else, that we should be a particular type of person. We should be doing something specific with our time, spending our money in a specific way, behaving in a specific way. It's always trying to tell us what we should be. And at the end of the day, the race is long, but it's only with yourself. So take a moment to just step back and reflect. Mr. Toastmaster.
I'd like to take Sam's advice